What's going on, everybody? Eric here from Around 2 at RC, and today we're going to be looking at the Great Planes F-86 Sabre. And Great Planes has the distinction right now of saying that they were the first to come out with a brushless micro EDF jet plane. And here it is on the table in front of me. I got to see this airplane fly when I was at E-Fest this year, zipping around the court area there, and I liked it so much I brought one home with me. So let's go ahead and jump into a quick unboxing, tell you what comes out of the box, a little bit about the airplane, and then we'll take it out to the flying field and give it a test run. Now this is the transmitter ready version of the Sabre, and what that means is you get an AnyLink 2.4 gigahertz radio adapter with the airplane. And what this allows you to do is use several different kinds of radios with the airplane itself. And I'll be using a Futaba 8FG Super Radio to control my airplane, but you can also use Spectrum, JR, and high-tech radios. Just remember to go check the AnyLink website out, which is txready.com, and make sure your radio is compatible with AnyLink before you buy the airplane, okay? Now, some other highlights of what comes with the airplane. You get a battery for the airplane, and it is a 2-cell, 200 milliamp hour, 7.4 volt lithium polymer battery with a 15C discharge rate, and it's got a micro Dean's connection on it. The other neat thing about this kit is you get a balancing LiPo charger for your airplane battery right here, and you get the manual for the airplane. And you know how we all love to read manuals, right? Okay, now onto the airplane itself. The wingspan on the airplane is 15 inches or 381 millimeters. The length is 14.4 inches or 366 millimeters, and the flying weight is 2.35 ounces or 67 grams. The powertrain for the Sabre is a HyperFlow 30 millimeter ducted fan unit, and you have an 11,500 kV brushless motor with a 6 amp ESC. Now this is a 4-channel control airplane, so you have aileron, elevator, rudder, and throttle control on it, and it does come with removable landing gear, which is a really great feature of the airplane. Although you don't have a steerable nose wheel on the landing gear, you are able to take off and land on the ground with it and remove them for those hand launches and belly landings, which I can't wait to try when we get out to the flying field. Alright, well, that's pretty much it about the F-86 Sabre, so let's go ahead and take this bad boy out to the flying field and give it a try, okay? Okay, let's show a ground takeoff and landing.
Awesome.
Perfect landing. Okay, back to the field for some loops, rolls, and inverted flying. Okay, that was the loop, so let's try a roll now. The loops and rolls went pretty well, so let's go ahead and try some inverted flying. I'm having fun with the airplane right now, so let's go ahead and do some low flybys.
don't even know where it is anymore. There it is.
That's slow enough? Well, the battery's about to go on me here, but I've had tons of fun with this airplane, so let's go ahead and bring it on in.
Yay!
Yeah, the battery went dead on that flight, but we made it in safely, didn't we? So that's a thumbs up.
That's right. Any landing? Well, no. Any landing's a good landing, but that's wrong. What you think?
Nice airplane. You gotta fly it fast. It tends to want to stall a little bit at slow speeds, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. It's everything it lived up to be. So let's take it back onto the shop and break it down for you.
Break it down. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You had to do that, didn't you? Alright, that was the review and flight of the Great Planes F-86 Sabre, and let me give you my final thoughts on the airplane since I've flown it for you now. First, let's talk about the airplane's appearance. Now I'm going to have to give Great Planes a thumbs up on scale, looks, and detail because this plane is just awesome looking. And there's absolutely nothing you have to do to this plane when you get it. The paint and the stickers are added at the factory. All you do is pull it out of the box and go with it. Alright, now let's talk about the airplane flight characteristics. With the battery in this airplane, you get about 4 to 5 minutes of runtime, and I think that's going to be pretty common for an EDF plane of this size, and I think that's probably what you'll get also. So 4 to 5 minute flight time, even with throttle management, I think 5 minutes is probably pushing it. Now, talking about the flight times and the flight of the airplane, let's talk about the center of gravity. Now the center of gravity on this plane is 2 3/4 inches or 70 millimeters from the leading edge of the wing as seen from looking above the airplane. I can't stress enough making sure your COG is right. Now what I did for my airplane for the initial first flights is that I added 3 grams of weight to the nose to make my airplane slightly nose heavy. And what that does for the airplane is it makes it a little bit more docile and easier to fly, and it allows me to get comfortable with the airplane. Now later on, I might take the 3 grams of nose weight out and I might leave it in. It's just all up to personal preference, but I'm just letting you know what I did for my initial flights, okay? Now I've read on some of the RC forums that some people have left nose weight in and some people didn't use nose weight at all. But there you are, there's the options for you. Now, with the nose weight out of the way, the COG, the battery time, let's talk about the flight characteristics of the airplane today. Now you can see the airplane's pretty quick. I'm guessing it's around 30 miles an hour or so. And I was able to fly it in some mild winds with no problems whatsoever. Now the landing gear is pretty cool. I was able to take off and land on a flat surface with this very easily. And the removable landing gear, as you can see from the video, made it easy for the hand launches and the belly landings. Another great feature of the airplane. Also, this airplane is small and portable enough that you can carry it with you and fly it during your lunch break at your local park or flying field with no problems whatsoever. So, this leads me up to who would I recommend this airplane to? I wouldn't really recommend this for the beginner pilot just because of it's an EDF, it's a jet, and it's a micro. All those things added together would make this an intermediate to an advanced flyer airplane, and that's who I'd recommend it to. And I think you guys out there, you're going to have a blast with this airplane just like I did. Now, for more information on this airplane, you can get it at towerhobbies.com, and I'll be providing direct links to the towerhobbies.com website for this airplane in my video notes. So be sure to read my video notes and go check this plane out at towerhobbies.com, okay? Well, that's about it for the video review of the F-86 Sabre. As always, I'm glad you got to see me, and we'll see you later on the tube, okay?
Okay, I knew an ant or something was biting me. Sorry. It's been biting on me for like 30 seconds. I was fixing to say awesome and then fantastic. Awesome and fantastic.